Welcome back, and in our top business story, Dubai International Airport is narrowing the gap with London's Heathrow as the world's busiest for international travellers. Dubai International handled 64.5 million passengers in the first 11 months of this year. That's according to the latest official data. This month, Dubai Airports Company said that it expected to clock up 71 million passengers by the end of this year, putting the airport head-to-head with Heathrow in terms of passenger numbers. Its three terminals processed 638,317 passengers between last Thursday and Christmas Eve, making it the busiest week in the airport's history. Dubai International handled 65.8 million passengers last year, according to Airports Council International, thanks to the fast expansion of Emirates Airline and the carrier's aggressive foray into Western markets with its Airbus A380 flights. Heathrow, in comparison, processed 66.6 million passengers last year, with the UK airport stating in October that its passenger traffic this year could top 73.4 million. Hotel room rates in Abu Dhabi rose last month amid higher demand during the Formula One race. According to STR Global, an industry consultancy firm, occupancy rates increased 4.3% year-on-year to stand at 84.6%, even as the average room rate climbed 6.5% in November. Average room prices were at 807 dirhams and 54 fils a night, inching closer to 948.62 in Dubai. The figures were helped along with the Formula One race at the end of the month, which included concerts and also coincided with the opening of Yas Mall. In December last year, demand grew by 25.9%, and in the first 11 months of this year, demand has increased 20.2%. Abu Dhabi Tourism and Culture Authority said it aimed to increase the average room rate and the average length of stay, with the average revenue per room last month standing at 683 dirhams, up 11% year-on-year. About 2.8 million people checked into Abu Dhabi's 156 hotels and hotel apartments in the first 10 months of this year, up 25% from the same period last year, according to the authority. Occupancy rates rose 6% annually to 74%, with an average duration of 2.99 nights. Hotel revenue increased 14% annually to 4.86 billion dirhams. Room revenue climbed 14% annually to 2.488 billion dirhams, while food and beverage sales rose 11% to 1.843 billion dirhams. UAE construction contractors Arabtech and Drake & Skal had the largest order backlog in the GCC at the end of Q3 2014. That's according to the latest report. Order backlog of GCC contractors increased despite a drop in the value of contracts awarded in the third quarter of the year. That's according to research released by Kuwait-based Global Investment House. In its third quarter update on GCC construction contractors, it showed that the total value of projects awarded dropped 37.3% to $800 million in Q3 2014. That's compared to $1.3 billion in the same quarter last year. On a quarter-on-quarter basis, projects awarded decreased 50.5%. Global said that order backlog of GCC contractors rose 4.8% year-on-year to $12.7 billion in the last quarter. Arabtech's project awards fell to $300 million in Q3 from $600 million in the same quarter of 2013, while those of DSI declined to $369 million in Q3 this year from $414 million in the corresponding period of 2013. UAE contractors had the largest order backlog, led by Arabtech and DSI, which accounted for 51% and 33% of the sector's backlog, respectively. The overall GCC projects market totaled $2.49 trillion at the end of September 2014, with Saudi Arabia maintaining its leadership position. The UAE's DFM and Egypt's MCDR on Thursday signed a cooperation agreement paving the way for listed companies on the DFM and the EGX. According to a DFM press release, the agreement will also reinforce collaboration on various areas, including dual and multi-listing of securities and the sharing of capital market expertise, particularly on training and improving skills and proficiency of capital market employees and participants in both countries. The agreement was signed by Essa Kazim, the chairman of the DFM, and Mohammed Abdul Salem, the chairman of the MCDR. Commenting on the agreement, the DFM chairman stated that it will push the relationship between the two countries a step forward and will also benefit investors as well as companies, considering that Egypt is an important market for UAE businesses, including many DFM-listed companies, as well as many Egyptian companies operating in the UAE. Additionally, both parties stated that they hope that the agreement will create a favourable environment that encourages companies to list on both markets.